here for the third. 2100. All set. Ready to go. Thank you. Welcome back to Young for the feature race, the first over the 2100. They're off and racing, and About the Attitude began okay, and so too did Crime Time. Maximus Red to go forward. On the outside is Pat Stanley, and behind them then is Crime Time, which steadied three back on the inside. Uncle Ryan with it, with Ignatius, and last of all is Rockin' with Shelley, fully into stride in our first feature race on the program. And Maximum Red and Amanda Turnbull leads them into the straight first time round. Second placing is About the Attitude on the inside, and now Pat Stanley on the outside. Uncle Ryan decides to move forward early, being trailed up by Ignatius. Behind them is Rockin' with Cherry, and on the inside Crime Time to the winning post with two to travel. The first of the feature races in 37.4. That was the lead time out of the straight on the first occasion. A field of 7 with 4 lengths covering the field, and it's Maximum Red leading out by a length in second placing. About the Attitude. Ignatius has moved up stylishly on the outside of his second. This is relegated About the Attitude to third. Fourth, the outside Uncle Ryan. Behind them is Crime Time. Three back on the inside, Pat Stanley. It's second last, and Rockin' with Sherry is last of all. To the back they travel up to the back corner with no change in the leading division. It's a 29.6 first quarter, and on the inside Maximus Red being steadied. She's driving a good front running rated race. Amanda Turnbull to lead out. 3 parts of the length to Ignatius on the outside. Third placing About the Attitude. It's tucked away behind the leader, Uncle Ryan. It's got a nice card into the race. 1 out, 1 back. 3 back inside, Crime Time. On the outside, Pat Stanley, and last of all is Rockin' with Cherry. To the winning post, a lap to travel. 700 metres from home. 31.5 the quarter. They should up the tempo very, very shortly. They make their way to the 600, and still it's Maximus Red and Amanda Turnbull dictating terms to a nicety. 3 parts of the length to Ignatius on the outside. They'll sprint shortly. Third placing About the Attitude, Uncle Ryan, and behind them going forward Rockin' with Cherry. Between them is Pat Stanley, and Crime Time nowhere to go. 3 lengths from the leader. Back to the 400 they travel, and they've increased the tempo but not too much at this moment. It's Maximus Red leading out with a 28.6 quarter. They make their way toward the 300. Ignatius on the outside. He's going to get a little bit closer now. 250 metres from home, and they're across the track 2, 3 and 4 wide as they make their way into the straight. 150 metres from home. Maximum Red, but Ignatius the outside. This $1.25 favourite asserts its authority, and Ignatius goes on to score second. On the outside will be Pat Stanley, which flew home third then. Maximum Red. They were followed in by Crime Time. The stablemate About Attitude, Uncle Ryan, and Rockin' with Cherry is amongst the tail.